So it's kind of weird for me to be on here in a crop t-shirt, but I'm doing it with purpose. Um, a lot of you know that my channel is about postpartum. Um, we're redefining postpartum for good here. We're connecting and we are making something new rather than going back, right? Uh, so I am here in this very vulnerable position because one, I want to check in with you. And I figure this is a fully clothed way of demonstrating parts of myself. And two, because I think it's very easy to get um, stuck into a mindset, for me anyway, of going, all right, I've been, working for so many weeks doing X, Y, and Z exercises, and I don't see any progress, or I do see progress, but I don't see it fast enough, or anything else that you can think of. And for me, I just really wanted to come spend a little bit of time with you all and start to document things like how I stand, how I look. So, for example, this is me at the side, and I still have some posture work that I really want to do because I just feel like my neck goes forward a little bit more than it should, right? Like I feel like there's a version of myself where I pull my shoulders back and gain probably a quarter of an inch in height just by standing up straight. So I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But that is a part of this progress check-in, right? Like I don't want all of my progress check-ins to be like weight related, although those videos do well. It's just not the only thing that I care about. It's not even the most important indicator of my health or anyone's health. So I really don't want us to like lean on it. You'll see those gains or losses, I guess, and be able to celebrate them. Yay. But I just want them to be, part of the process rather than like the main focus. So I'm wearing this crop shirt for two reasons. One, so that you can see my midsection without me having to like raise my shirt, which feels very exposing. Um, and so that I could talk to you all about this. Yeah. So I have some loose skin. I can tell even though it's inflated at the moment with, good, beautiful, healthy, visceral fat. Um, but I can tell that as I lose fat, I will still have like some skin doing what it does. I also have some beautiful stretch marks, and they go really heavy underneath my belly button here. They look like little wormy dealies. If you watch North of the Border, if you were to like make a sculpture of me, he would need to make wormy dealies and then stick them underneath my belly button because these ones really come up and like are raised. But they are light in color and very textured, so I can feel each one of them. And I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but I kind of like them. Uh, and maybe that's just me embracing who I am because I didn't have them before. Um, and I didn't even have them the whole time during my pregnancy. It was really like month 8 that they just like went through like bam, and they were these like dark, really strong stretch marks. Because I didn't have a lot of showing in the majority of my pregnancy. It wasn't until the tail end that I really started to show. Like obvious in that people knew it was a baby. Um, so yeah, I don't know. But I don't think that's going to change. What I would like to do is start to make maybe a coffee scrub or something Not a scrub. What am I saying? A coffee lotion. Something that I can rub in to help kind of improve the quality of the skin. But I don't want to really reduce the stretch marks. I just want to improve the quality of my skin. And I actually want to do that all over. So yes, here, but also there are areas on my legs and like my bottom that I feel like would benefit from a lotion that uses caffeine. So I'm gonna look into that, see if I can get myself a recipe that I like, and if I do, I will share it with you all. And the other reason I'm showing is because I decided that I would add a little bit of a habit to my stack of habits. So I want to take in more protein, not reduce anything else, but just take in more protein through breakfast. So I'm adding a protein shake to my day and not removing or reducing anything else. Yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah, today is very low energy because I feel like crap. I don't know if you can hear, but I hope that you can tell that I am nasally because I am kind of stuffy and ugh. So yeah, the squats are coming and they're going to be quick. We're on day, 32. So we're more than 1/3 through from the 90-day challenge, which is pretty sick, to be honest. Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, today's just a kind of harebrained day, but I wanted to get through this part. Yeah, okay, let's do the squats. So for today, and as with yesterday, I am really just trying to function. I do not feel well at all. I do not necessarily want to be doing squats at this exact moment. And it's even kind of hard to talk to you all today, which is unusual. Usually it's much easier for me to flow when live, even when no one is on. But today I just feel like the stuff just got kind of kicked out of me. So I'm just doing my best to be present, to give my best, to not be hard on myself. We're at 25. And really just to not give up. I know YouTube is a marathon and not a sprint. And I made a commitment to give it my best, which means to give you all my best, to show up and to try and entertain you, inspire you, to give something of myself that hopefully if someone else wants to challenge themselves, even if it's years from now, they can go and look at this little video diary of me doing this and not feel so alone. And that's something. Even if it only helps me in the future. If I want to do this again, then I still did something meaningful. We're at 50. So sometimes this whole thing feels like an exercise in futility, especially when I think about how tired I am from feeling sick, from having my daughter feel sick. And the truth is, it's just, 64. It's just a part of day-to-day life. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it's worth it, but it always is. And in postpartum, especially, I think it's easy to feel like something is not worth it. We have all this time, we're at 75, where we're responsible for someone else, for something else that feels more important than we are, more important than our goals or our endeavors. And I don't think that's true. I don't think they ever really are more important. I don't think so. But I can't prove it. We're at 88. All I can do is honor the fact that I believe I matter, that I believe that you matter, and come on here anyway. Do this squat challenge anyway. Be a silly person thinking that she's gonna reach somebody and live in that delulu space of self-belief, not because I can prove it, but because whether or not I can prove it, it could make a difference for me today. And it could make a difference for me tomorrow. And if I can accomplish that, maybe I can accomplish something else I don't think matters. Maybe I can find a place where I do something that feels stupid, where I feel stupid, where I feel exposed and naked, like wearing a cropped t-shirt on YouTube, talking to myself and talking to you, talking to this camera, and not feel crazy. Because maybe it's worth it. We're at 127. Maybe it's valuable. Maybe it matters. And what if it does? What if it does count? What if all of this matters? What if I matter? What if you matter? What would that mean? That would mean that this investment, this 15 minutes, it's worth it. We're worth it. We count. And even if we can't see the difference right now, you better believe I'm gonna put this outfit on in 90 days, complete time, including the time that's already passed, just to show myself what it is. 3, 2, 1. Just to show myself what it is that I spent this time doing. Even if, and you may want to get close for this, even if nothing changes, even if all I do is prove to myself that it's all a waste of time, I'm still here. And I don't know why that feels profound to me, because it may not sound profound. But so much of my life, I have felt, I was 150 by the way. So much of my life I felt like being there isn't enough. That I have to do something meaningful. That it has to be groundbreaking, and you have to know it's groundbreaking before you try. But innovation and exploration and experimentation is all about the hypothesis, the educated guess that what you're doing might matter, and then testing that theory, testing that hypothesis, maybe even coming up with a theory, overthinking in terms of the scientific method. And the bottom line is, I don't know. You know, to quote Miss Rachel, I don't know. And the truth for me is, I'll never know until I try. We're in postpartum for years. And I think there's a reason for that. Because it's more than a body coming back together after a baby leaves it. We're developing new ways of knowing, new ways of being, and new ways of experiencing this world that are unique and categorically human. And I want to explore that in real time with you all. The only thing I wish I had done is start in the beginning. But I don't think my mental health could handle being homeless in public. I don't think my mental health could handle the threat of having evidence of what resources I had to me in the world that we live in that works very hard to separate mothers from children. And so you're seeing me now when I feel safe enough in my situation. I'm not worried about somebody coming in and trying to do something to me. I face that fear, and I have the resources that I need to make sure that we're okay. And so I will speak to you from here, and I will look to the future with you together. Yeah. So I hope that no matter where you are, how you are, that you are happy, healthy, and whole. I am so excited to spend some time with you, and I hope that my vulnerability at least was a connector. And you know, if you don't love seeing my belly, don't look. But I'm gonna keep showing up. I'm gonna keep looking at it in public because one, I actually like this process of rediscovering, especially now that I can look back to the early days of my postpartum and go, whoa, what a change. And also because I can think of like the mobility and the self-mastery of my body that awaits me in the future, knowing that it's gonna top the charts beyond what I've ever achieved or experienced before. And I'm looking forward to doing that in community with you all. But as far as today, the one thing I have to add is just that I'm boosting up by adding some protein to my mornings. So with that, I will say that I hope you are happy, healthy, whole. If you have someone who can take care of you, please let them. And if you're on your own, then I hope that you will take some time to take care of yourself because you are worthy. I love you, and I will see you real soon in the next video. But for now,